we're not too concerned about continuity here. We do what we feel like in this life. Are we rolling? Yeah, we're totally rolling. We have a very special and rare treat today as we are joined by the gurus of Cell from the cellularguru.com. Here is
Corey.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're going to learn about what's latest and greatest in mobile technology. How's that make you feel?
Really happy.
Pretty darn good, actually.
Well, hype, let's get into it. So what do you guys personally like to carry as far as the device that you guys like to use day to day?
Now I'm rocking the iPhone 4 with a BlackBerry 9700 to the side of it.
You take two devices with you whenever you go out?
Two devices. Yes, two devices.
Okay.
I don't have an iPhone, but I got a HTC Nexus 1, runs Android. And I also got a BlackBerry 9700 in my left pocket.
Do you remember your first mobile phone?
Yeah, it was a big clunky gray thing that flipped up at the bottom.
Oh yeah, the flip, yeah.
And it had one of those long antennas. So anybody who's heard of this iPhone antenna problem, all you need is just one of those pull-out antennas, and you solve your problem.
Tell us a little bit about how you got interested in mobile devices and tech.
To tell you the truth, I worked for Rogers in retail for quite a long time, and I was a go-to person for all my friends. I always loved cell phones, and one day I was fixing my sister's phone, and she says to me, she's like, "You always have the answers. You're like the cell phone guru." And we started laughing about it, but it just stuck.
Now, show us an app or two that we couldn't have seen on the previous model of the iPhone.
iMovie uses the new video camera to create movies on your phone. You never have to connect
We do video around here, so that's what we're interested in.
Exactly. So say you don't have a video camera with you, you just shoot a couple minutes on your iPhone. You can create a new project and go from there. And you have all these transitions. You can make.
Can we make a little movie like right here now?
Sure, let's try it.
Okay,
I've actually never used it, so
okay, well, I guess
let's try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project.
Okay.
I'm going to start recording.
Okay, so here's just record me.
I'm very excited just to see Sean Ward in high definition myself.
Ooh. All right, so we're going to stop this now. And you see all of the frames here. You can edit the frames, make cuts, make transitions. So we're gonna start at the beginning, and we're gonna use this. And as I said, you can go through the different frames. You can cut ones you don't want, and it's pretty simple. This is the news theme. So let's see. So you can cut a bunch of this. Say I don't want the first 5 seconds, for example, and you can play.
You know what? I'm very excited just to see Sean Ward in high definition.
Here you go. It's a beautiful man in high definition. All right.
Look at that mug.
Oh God. Okay. All this love here. All right. So what I'm gonna do is there you go. So now you have a movie, and essentially you're going to let's see what this does. All right. So these are all the projects that we got, and that's it.
And so then you would just press, what would you have to do to now put that on YouTube or up where people could watch it?
Here you go. So we have the share button.
Okay.
Choose an export size. You got HD. You're exporting the movie. It's gonna sit in your photo gallery, and you can email it. You can upload it to YouTube.
You can plug it. You get the cables, the audio cables, plug into your HD ready TV, and watch it with family in HD.
And you can do that too.
Cool.
So you never have to touch a computer with this, and that really is the first step that Apple's taking to try and disconnect you from iTunes. Soon, you can download apps, you can download movies, you can download music, all from your App Store or your iTunes Store on the phone. And besides updates and syncing with your computer, you never really have to touch it. And I think that's a huge benefit for this new device. Let's
learn something about the newest BlackBerry here. What have you got?
I have the white version of the BlackBerry 9700. It came out also a few months ago. It is the pretty much the brother or sister, if you want to say, to the black one. Same phone, different faceplate. Many of the similar features. That keyboard that we say we can't get enough of. The new trackpad that rim is replaced from the trackball. Nice 3.2 megapixel camera with autofocus.
Wait a couple weeks. We'll have a couple big announcements about new BlackBerries that are coming out in the market.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that.
Maybe we'll get the exclusive on that.
Of course. Only to SeanWard.net.
Let's just take a look. You know, you can see that the iPhone 4 is about the same width as the BlackBerry 9700. The 3GS was pretty thick in comparison. So we got a beautiful thin device here, and it's $159 for 16 gig and $269 for the 32 gig. So the prices are actually gone down since the last gen. They really want you to upgrade. So if you haven't upgraded from your 3G, now's the time, I think.
What's Android phone we got here?
This is the Nexus one.
Oh, okay.
The other thing that I love about the Nexus and Google in general is that it integrates with all these great Google apps that you are used to on the computer. So if I want to go somewhere like, if I want to say Canada's Wonderland.
Head east on Queensway west toward York Street, then turn left at York Street.
There you go. So if you ever want a free GPS app, comes right on your Android device. You have the ability to type using your voice on any. So let's go to voice dialer. You can, or let's go to voice search. Homo sapien.
Did you mean homosexual?
No, I meant Homo sapien. There you go. So you can search using your voice all over the operating system. It's built in. So if ever you're using your keyboard and you are driving, although you shouldn't text and drive, you got the ability to just search using your voice, and it's pretty incredible. The iPhone is one of the best devices ever created. Android is it's a little bit more complicated, but the good thing about it is that it provides 85 to 90% of the functionality of an iPhone with 90% less cost in some cases. You can get a decent Android device for $0 on a 3-year contract.
I've heard a lot of talk about how up in Canada here, in terms of value, what we get versus what we pay. I've heard that we are one of the worst in the world. Is that true?
I wouldn't say what we are. We pay a lot. I wouldn't say we're one of the worst in the world, but we pay a lot.
Yeah. There was a study done recently that showed Canadians pay the most out of any developed country in the world. We pay about $56 a month on average.
Oh, wow.
And that compares to about $44, I believe, in the U.S.
I can honestly say, from watching Daniel interact with his Nexus, the Android device, in my opinion, the closest possible device you can get to being a handheld laptop is an Android-powered device, such as the Nexus One, because there's things that you can do with it that you can't do with an iPhone, you can't do with the BlackBerry. Different parts of your phone have come so much into your life we don't even realize it. Right. From BBM, as we spoke about, to the little things like putting an accessory onto your phone, putting a skin, right. What it says about your personality. Right. Jazz, thank you so much for contributing with your mobile lifestyle. At Jazz Banway, love the girl to death. You should follow her.
I'm funnier than Russell Peter.
Clearly.
He stole my routine.
Everything was stolen.
He stole my routine.
Sean Ward.
Yes.
What do you think of this day?
Oh my God, it was so good. I found it informative and enlightening, and actually this is all a topic that I actually do have a great interest in.
You know what? Everyone's asking you, those sunglasses.
Yes.
Those sunglasses. What is the origin of those sunglasses?
My love for all things 60s psychedelia, but actually more accurately, pre-psychedelic acid pop.
Pre-psychedelic acid pop.
Yes.
All right, Andy Warhol. There you go. Change the battery. No.
No. I'm protesting. I'm protesting the change of battery.
Okay, we're out. Peace.